displaying the glory of God's creation by visiting every state park, national park, and national forest in the contiguous 48 states. Welcome to Parking Full Time with Big Dave the Parker. First hole, 345 feet, par 4. I want to welcome you back to Parking Full Time. That was the practice basket over there to the left. I am Big Dave the Parker. This is the Wildcat Hollow Disc Golf Course at Pike Lake State Park in southern Ohio. I shot this video on October 27th, 2022, and the temperature here was 50 degrees at this time. First hole is a kind of long par 3, although it's actually a par 4. It's a slight dogleg to the right. You can see the basket over here in the corner to the right. There's also a dry creek bed, or at least it was dry when I came here, that guards the inside of the dogleg and the area to the right of the basket. There's the view back to the tee of the first hole. Second hole, 261 feet. Again, a par 4. I think some of the pars on this course are inflated, but this course dates to 2004, and so those pars probably reflected the equipment and the player's skill at the time. That's my opinion. This is a fairly open hole. This course starts out rather tame, but it has a wild side that we're going to see in the very near future. There's the second basket. And there's the view back to the tee from behind the second basket. This is the third hole. Third hole is a 219-foot par 3. It is steeply uphill and across a creek. I can't cross the creek flying across it like the disc can, so we're going to skip to the other side of the creek, and then we'll climb this nice set of wooden steps up this very steep hill to get to the basket. This hole is steeply uphill, as I mentioned. There's the basket up ahead here. The bottomland holes on this course are pretty tame, but the ones that go up here into the side of Wildcat Hollow have some extreme elevation change. There's the view back down to the tee from behind the basket on the third hole. Hole number 4, 378 feet, par 4. This hole plays across a couple of shallow ravines, and it's more of a side hill hole with a little bit of a rolling nature. I walked across the bridge there. Now we're going to head back over to the fairway. There is a steep drop off to the right that drops into the bottom of Wildcat Hollow. So you do not want to miss right on this hole. Also, you'll notice there's a lot of leaf litter and a lot of, or several at least, logs in the fairway. So I had to be very careful where I stepped when I came here. That leaf litter covers up a lot of tree stumps and rocks and other things that can do bad things to your feet and ankles if you step on them. Another small ravine here. Again, I'm walking slowly because of the leaf litter here. Stepping across this little ravine, there's the basket right up ahead. There's the view back to the tee from behind the basket. Hole number 5, 248 feet. It's slightly uphill, but not nearly as steep as hole number 3. It is very heavily wooded and a slight dogleg left. So you need an accurate throw through the trees here to get close to this basket in only one throw. The basket is at the base of this really steep hill that you see up ahead. There's the 5th basket. And there's the view back to the tee from behind the 5th basket. Sixth hole, 369 feet, par 4. Also kind of a side hill hole, but this hole plays slightly downhill. You see a sign there off to the right for a tee. There are supposed to be 2 tees on every hole on this course. I, in general, had a very hard time finding the forward tee, and so all of these video clips and all of the distances I give you are from the back tee. The back tee had a nice concrete tee pad on each hole that I played here. See some more logs here across the fairway. And the basket is at the bottom of this little downslope coming up here. Again, I'm being very careful where I step because of all the leaf litter. There's the 6th basket. And there's the view back to the tee from behind the 6th basket. 7th hole, 168 feet and dramatically downhill. You can see this steep downslope right in front of us here. That's too steep for me to walk down with the camera. And there's also a creek down at the bottom of that. So we're going to skip forward to the area across the creek. And once we do that, we're basically right at the basket now. There's the 7th basket. This hole would be aceable, but you're coming so far downhill, your disc will be coming in at a really awkward angle to get it to go into the basket. There's the view from behind the basket. Very memorable and very exciting hole. Eighth hole is 303 feet, par 5. And as much as I liked the previous hole, I dislike this one just as much. This asphalt that we're walking down here is the main park road. In fact, the usual way for driving into this course, you would drive in this park road and park about 500 feet to the front here. I did see several cars on this road. So when you play this hole, you have to watch for vehicles not just due to your disc flight, but also just for your personal safety. There's basically nowhere to play other than the road. That road basically is the fairway here. There's the 8th basket. There's also a couple of large trees right in front of the 8th basket. Definitely not my favorite hole due to the road. Ninth hole, 220 feet, par 4. The same park road is off to the left there. This is a fairly tight hole, and much more conventional than some of the previous holes. That might be a good thing or a bad thing. Since this is the last hole on the front nine, I want to thank you for watching. If you like this sort of thing, please click the thumbs up button. And if you're new around here, please click the subscribe button. That encourages me to bring more of this sort of thing your way and helps other people find this video. There's the 9th basket. And there's the view back to the tee from behind the 9th basket. I will see you on the back nine.